we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shift, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of love. Maybach, lay back, matte black. Just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe we gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
Yeah. Back in my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop to my net worth millions.
This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now ETN to start the drive, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Another tote for ETN. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Okay.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Play action. It's Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Etienne once more. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll roll him out right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Isaiah Spiller punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. A short throw to Ingram. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 26. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Etienne up the middle, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Play action. It's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Holding for try.
Now it's Herbert. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. He's got this to Williams, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 39 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 14-10. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted them, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Go, let's go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 60 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Buying time to his left. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Think right.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown! Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down.
And the Jags have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 17-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Los Angeles.
Out of the gun, a give to Spiller. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. Herbert changing things up. Now they'll change things up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Herbert off of play action. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
They go back to the ground with Spiller. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he can't connect.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will tie things at 17-all. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Now, loose football. The ball comes out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Hey, clock.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Lawrence will throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run with Etienne. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good. 400 Jacksonville, 1st and goal.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Duvernay in motion. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Devin Duvernay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Hands this to Spiller to start things. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Underneath to Spiller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try to cover him before he gets going.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your
touchdown, Chargers. Isaiah Spiller. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Deion Henley there on the tackle.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville at a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's a give to ETN. And bulldozing his way through. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. A give, it's ETN off the option. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. And they'll go again with ETN. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll come up now on second down.
Here we go.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. Third down. Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
A handoff for Etienne.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Again from the 15, second and 10. Here's Lawrence.
Rolling to his right. His pass caught with the forward. And he's brought down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And
Can I talk my... Come on. That other side. The Oakley way. Hey, C5. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the